Hey Magic fans, guess what? This is your captain, and we're back again for more of the lovely Thunder Junction. So got a confession to make. I was under the impression the last couple of boxes... Wait a minute, that looks kind of short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 3, 6, 9, 10... 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, whatever. Now that I've wasted a whole minute of your time, I'll actually get to open some cards. You never know, guys. Like, you know, Wizards might try to throw a fast one on you. Mythic. Not that I want to say that I would be okay being shorted a pack when how good this is going. I paid for the pack. I want the pack. Just going to put that out there. So, no freebies, Wizards. You've had enough freebies these last couple of years while you've been putting the long dong to us. So, shit's not going to slide. There's another signed Path to Exile. That's pretty cool. Tarnation Vista. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Anyway, don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comments down below, feed the YouTube algorithm, yada, yada, yada. Smackety, smackety, Contagion Engine. Oh, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, that's the big point. Don't forget to subscribe. You can do it, it's easy, it's right there, just touch it. Anyway, I realized in my last video, we talked about the law of large numbers and how the first couple boxes were insanely good and the boxes later might not be because they didn't come back as high as I thought. Yada, yada, yada. With that being said, I do believe that's still a thing to some degree. Another mythic. However, I just realized apparently I'm not bad at math. I'm just bad at reading. That last couple of boxes, last two boxes that were not as strong as I thought they were, which they weren't as strong as I thought they were, are still better priced than what you can currently buy a box for. And I would like to explain myself about how it was wrong with that. Probably had something to do with the fact the first two boxes were so good that it broke my brain calculator. Just gonna be honest, and when you see the video about how much those boxes were worth, you'll probably understand why I went haywire and my math calculator was kind of out the window when I was trying to think about box comparisons of how good or bad it was. It's not my fault, and just gonna put that out there. So anyway, yeah, well, hey, that's our first borderless Oko, and boy, that's some good art. Now, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of art I'm talking about. I've talked a lot before. You know, this version of the Oko, I didn't like. I didn't think it was good art. I mean, I liked the cameo back and the callback to his first card. Thought it was great. Loved that part of it. Ooh, a foil Blooming Marsh. By the time I got a foil land. Turp Orb. Good rare. Wow, that's a good pack. But some of the art cards wasn't really that fond of. That card from Oko, that's a good art card. I mean, the art's detailed. It looks good. It's sharp. It's crisp. Like, that's what I'm looking for on a lot of my cards. Now, I'm not saying every art has to be that way. Like this is not that. I mean, don't get me wrong. But that does have its place. I'm not saying it doesn't. But like that's good art too. I just like the other Oko art better. And I just now realized I pulled two Okos. Wow. So anyway, yeah. For me, you can have some of the childish art in there every now and then, you know, like stuff like this or whatever. And that's cool. But like for me, I would like the main set to be sharp and crisp and just sexy. Just, you know, the kind of stuff that you're like, man, I want that shit hanging on my wall. Because I'm going to date myself. You know, I really miss back in the days when all the art cards for Magic were all paintings. Oh, a Final Showdown, finally. You know how hard it is to get this card? Jesus Christ. I miss back in the old days when all the art cards, all the cards for Magic with the art with paintings, and then you could go buy the painting. Unfortunately, the paintings became very pricey, but just the ability to have a large painting, per se, of the card for Magic hanging in your room or hallway or whatever was just a sweet and really cool idea for me on a grand scheme of things. I mean, that's why I've got my cards put into, you know, display holders and stuff that I can hang on the wall. It's because I like the art, I like the way the card looks, and I want to display it because it's cool. Because you can collect all this stuff all day long, but to be able to display it, you really got to have it out and ready. You can't, like, have people come over and be like, hey, Bob, let me get out my binder and show you my cool shit. Like, that's just not something that normally comes up in a regular conversation. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I do have friends who come over and we're like, hey, let's get the binders out, look at the old shit. Anyway, we geek out that way. But, like, normal people, meaning non-geeks, who just happen to wander through your house or whatever, or visiting, you know, you don't break out your binders of Magic cards to try to flex on them when they honestly don't know what the fuck it is. Number 12. But if you had the art hanging in the hallway, it's a conversation piece. And a pretty sweet one at that. And then you can actually talk about everything that's going on and this, that, and the other. And it's really cool. Plus, the art itself, it's art. You know, you can say it whether it is or whether it's not. But what makes art collectible is people wanting it. And as much as people like Magic and collecting the cards, the art would be so much better. So I really like the ability to get a hold of actual art for Magic cards. I really miss that. I mean, I know that it's probably cheaper to do it the way they're doing it now, and the way some people do it with, you know, computer drawing and whatever. But I really miss good oil painting. You know what I mean? Like, that's a signed one. Well, it's stamped. Who cares? I miss a real good. This is a $5 Sato. Wow, 3 rare pack. I miss a good sexy oil painting. You know, with good brush strokes and, you know, like good Bob Ross style vibes. Like, that was really sweet for me. Like, for example, the Bob Ross art they used to make the Magic cards, I would love to have that Bob Ross art, or at least one of them, you know, hanging in my hallway. That's just me. I'll put it out there. Think what you will about that. Because I really think that the whole oil painting thing is really a lost art. And people just don't do it like they used to. It's a foil bedevil. That's kind of cool. There's $15. So I really miss that. And I know it's expensive. It takes so much time. Well, that's the whole point to being an artisan, is you take the time. You don't get to not make mistakes. Or you don't get to fix it so it's always perfect. And if you do make it and it is perfect, it becomes a one of a kind. You know, that was the whole point to collecting to begin with. That's why artists were so sought after during the Renaissance, right? Was their ability to make something special. That was a foil horse. A Void Slime, a Sphinx. Wow, a 3 rare pack. That's pretty sweet. I mean, that was just the thing, right? So, call it what you will. Sorry, it's just... it's my personal opinion. So, well, that one really went down a rabbit hole. Sorry about that. Primal Might, Aspiring Vantage. So, all right, where are we at? We got 2 packs left. We're only at, it looks like 13 Mythics. A couple Okos. A Showdown's $20. This is 15. I was beginning to think it's not a lot of money here, but it looks like it might be enough for the box. Maybe it's better than I think. Did get a foil land while we're at it. So, there's that. Yeah. One thing I've noticed, we have not got a mana drain, which has been the thing to do apparently in this case. I hope I get one more. I think if I get one more, that means that this case has provided a playset of mana drains, which would be nuts. In several ways, shapes, and forms. So yeah, so not a great ending. Box seems okay. Hopefully these last 2 boxes aren't the 2 bad ones. That would really suck ass. But hey, all said and done, I'm actually still happy with it. Like, yeah. Till next time, be kind. Hope to see you across the game table. Later, players.